Freedom is often imagined as an absence of constraints, a state of unbridled independence. Yet, from a Gnostic standpoint, freedom is far more profound. It is the soul's awakening to its divine nature and its purposeful role in the cosmic order. True autonomy is not isolation but responsibility, a recognition that we are threads in the intricate tapestry of the pleroma, the divine fullness. The Tripartite Tractate reminds us that the harmony of the spiritual realm depends on each soul's awareness of its unique role within the divine structure. Similarly, human freedom flourishes not in isolation, but in the balance between personal growth and communal harmony. Boundaries, often misconstrued as limitations, guide us toward this equilibrium. They remind us that liberation is not the absence of responsibility, but the alignment of our autonomy with the well-being of the whole. By embracing this alignment, we discover a freedom that uplifts, heals, and unites rather than isolates. In Gnostic cosmology, creation itself emerges from the interplay between chaos, the formless void, and the ordering principle of the Logos. This dynamic tension is not a flaw, but the generative engine of existence. The story of Sophia in Pistis Sophia illustrates this vividly. Her descent into the material realms, though disruptive, sets in motion a divine process of renewal and transformation. Boundaries in this context are not constraints to overcome, but structures that channel divine creativity. Consider the sculptor. The medium they work with, clay, stone, or metal, defines their work even as it limits their tools. In the same way, the boundaries of our material existence challenge us to transform chaos into divine expression. Freedom and creativity, then, do not reject boundaries. They are born from the mastery of those boundaries and the ability to shape them into meaning. From a Gnostic lens, freedom also requires liberation from the oppressive forces of the archons, rulers who perpetuate ignorance and keep the soul entangled in illusion. Yet this liberation is not about amassing power or escaping the world. True power lies in recognizing the divine spark within ourselves and others and aligning that recognition with the greater spiritual order. The Tripartite Tractate affirms that all beings emanate from the divine and carry this same divine spark. This universal truth forms the basis of spiritual equality, a sacred boundary that ensures power is wielded not for domination, but for mutual awakening. Freedom grounded in equality becomes a path to collective liberation, harmonizing personal empowerment with the greater good. By honoring the divine spark in every soul, we expand freedom into a shared journey of liberation, one that uplifts all beings. Life often presents us with choices that seem shaped by external constraints, but Gnostic wisdom reveals that these constraints are not merely barriers, they are veils obscuring deeper truths. In Pistis Sophia, Sophia's journey through the material realms, though fraught with limitation, becomes her path to enlightenment. Her struggles remind us that the constraints of the material world are often the crucible for spiritual growth. When we engage consciously with these constraints, we uncover their hidden purpose. Decisions that once seemed mundane transform into opportunities to align with divine will. The boundaries of time, space, and circumstance urge us to seek meaning beyond the surface, transforming freedom from a superficial pursuit into a profound realization of our divine nature. By redefining constraints as pathways to awakening, we transcend the illusions of limitation and discover the essence of true freedom. Finally, liberty, as the Gnostics understand it, is the soul's emancipation from ignorance. Yet liberty untethered to wisdom can spiral into chaos, harming both the individual and the community. Justice in Gnostic thought represents the divine balance that ensures freedom serves not only the self, but the collective good. This principle is reflected in the Tripartite Tractate, where the harmony of the divine realm depends on the balanced relationships between its emanations. Community, therefore, becomes the vessel through which liberty and justice converge. Boundaries of justice and moral principle shape liberty into a force for collective awakening, guiding each soul toward transcendence. True freedom is not found in isolation, but in the shared liberation of a community aligned with the divine plan. When liberty is rooted in justice and nurtured by community, it transforms into a collective journey of awakening, a liberation that serves the divine order and uplifts all creation.